This garden looks like it's a lot of work, like I come out here and slave hour after hour, but I'll tell you, I spend less than 5 minutes in here every single day. In this video, I would like to show you how you can make gardening a blessing and a joyful experience in your life. You're watching Together We Harvest, a no-nonsense backyard homesteading channel. The first thing I would tell people if they want to make their life easier when it comes to gardening and far less work is using mulch. Mulch is extremely important in a garden, and any experienced gardener will tell you the benefits of putting mulch on top of your soil. This is my Roma tomato bed. In this bed right here, the entire thing is mulched using leaf mulch that we collect every fall from our yard, and we simply put it on top of the soil. What it does is it regulates the temperature of your soil, it keeps the soil moist, and therefore you don't need to water your garden as much. It also really helps with weeds. We hardly have any weeds in any of my raised beds, and one of the reasons is because we put mulch on the soil. This is grass clippings right here that I collect throughout the summer once we run out of leaf mulch. It works just as well. You simply collect it in your lawnmower, sprinkle it on top all the way around your plants, and you're gonna have mulch. Having mulch is gonna save you time with watering, it's gonna save you time with weeding, and it's actually going to benefit the plants because it's organic material, which means it's natural, it's breaking down, and that's gonna add more nutrients into your soil year after year. So it benefits your plants as well. The second thing I do that makes my gardening experience really easy and really enjoyable is using large wood chip paths. What that does is it creates a big open area, so when I'm working in my garden and tending it, I have lots of room to move around and I can maneuver a wheelbarrow when I need to. You might think that we're wasting a lot of space by doing it, but to me it's worth it because having these big paths like this gives me space to work. And if you spend time in your garden, you want to enjoy the process and not feel crowded. The other thing is that wood chips are free for the most part. So all of our paths have wood chips equally spread out. You don't need a lot, maybe just an inch or two, and then I just apply a little bit more every spring. There's a bit of advice that goes along with having wood chip paths that I would strongly recommend, and that is putting down cardboard first underneath your wood chips. Otherwise, weeds will grow through. This entire garden underneath our raised beds and under our wood chip paths has cardboard. If you want big, huge sheets of cardboard to save you time, you can get them at the post office. You call up your local post office, tell them what you need it for, explain that you want large sheets of cardboard. They've got pallets stacked that they no longer use, that they end up just recycling. But the best way to use that cardboard, in my opinion, is underneath your garden to suppress weeds and to give you a nice place to walk in between your raised beds or your in-ground beds. The next method has to deal with watering your garden. Right here is a Vigo hose reel. It's one of my favorite things we have when it comes to our garden. It makes watering such a pleasure and less of a chore. We've all had tangled up hoses, kinked, goes around the corner of your house, water pressure drops, it fades, cracks in the sun. That's not gonna happen with this setup. This is a really nice hose reel. I absolutely love it. And it comes with its own sprayer with all kinds of settings. What this does is it swivels from side to side, and I've connected it to the post that supports my deck. I drilled in the main fitting. This actually can be lifted up and down with this handle. I can take this off and I can take it back on. So in the winter time, I can leave this fitting back here on the post and just bring this into my garage so it's out of the snowy weather here in Wisconsin. I used to have one of those hose reels that you would go like this, and my hose always got kinked, and if I didn't take the entire hose off the reel, a lot of times the water pressure was bad. That doesn't happen with this. Another thing is that since this rotates really well, it gives me access wherever I want to go. If I need to water something over there by the fruit trees, I can do this. This comes with 80 to 100 feet of hose, which is really long in my experience, and usually all people actually need in their garden. If I want to go to the left and do that area of my garden, it just kind of follows me over there and it doesn't end up kinking because I'm turning a corner or something. And like I said earlier, if you mulch your garden, you really don't need to water very often at all. So that's going to save you a lot of time. But having a hose reel next to your garden that's of high quality and low maintenance, that's the key. So if I were to walk over here, when I need to water my garden, I simply just grab this, pull it up to my garden wherever I need to, and it's here. It's gonna lock automatically, as you can see. Now this is the position it's in. It's gonna lock wherever you happen to go, wherever you happen to water your garden. If I wanna put this back into the hose reel, it's very simple. I just give it a quick tug. It automatically retracts. It's not gonna kink. It's not gonna cause a problem. I just follow it back so that the sprayer doesn't go on the ground and get all full of sand or dirt or something. It goes back, it sits there until the next time that I need it. Now this next method has to do with raised beds. And this normally is an issue with people that don't like to use raised beds and they really just like using in-ground beds. But I can tell you, in most cases, if you want a low maintenance, high quality garden from day one, you want to go with raised beds. This entire area at one point used to be an in-ground bed. We had potatoes, cauliflower, we did broccoli, tomatoes. I've changed that method and the philosophy of gardening to using raised beds, incorporating really high quality soil, chicken manure compost from the chickens right over there, and other types of manure as well. And it's really paid off. It's low maintenance, these raised beds. You've got better drainage, and you have much better weed control than at least I did when I was in in-ground beds. And in most cases, natural native soil that you have in your yard is not as good as the soil you bring in from other places. So you'll have to ask yourself, do you want a garden with a big, beautiful harvest each fall? Do you want a garden that looks like this, that's healthy, nourishing, full of life? Do you want a low maintenance garden like this? Do you want an affordable garden like this? Do you want a garden that you hardly have to water or weed or even mess around with? If your answer is yes to any of those questions, incorporating the methods that I shared with you in this video will work. It's a proven strategy based on my experience, not somebody's opinion. I've been doing this for several years. It's clearly worked out for my benefit and the benefit of my family, and I think you can do the exact same thing. So if you have anything you would like to add as far as what you do in your garden that saves you time and makes it more of a blessing and a joyful experience in your life, please put those down in the comments below. You're watching Together We Harvest, a backyard, no nonsense homesteading channel. Hope to see you on the next one.